So yeah, you just made your first beat. It's like crazy, it's bouncy, it moves like it shakes the world, but you don't know how to arrange it. Yeah, you click on the right video. I'm gonna show you how to arrange this freaking beat today. Let's fucking go, guys. Chee! So yeah, the beat is already done. I'm just gonna show you how to arrange it. So right here you have an Afrobeat. Literally, I have all my ideas already made here. Like crazy, bouncy, and whatever you want, you know. So what I'm gonna do now, first of all, I'm just gonna like copy and paste all those ideas, and then now after that, what I'm gonna do is like I'm gonna try to find the combination of like multiple layers of melody I like for my intro part. So let's try this. So that's my intro. I'm gonna see if I can add another melody to that. Okay, I'm gonna try another one here maybe. Okay, I'm gonna see another one again. Okay, I think I'm gonna just keep those two. So that sounds good to me for like an intro. So what I'm gonna do now, I'm just gonna delete the other part because I don't need them anymore. Bang, and that will be my intro. So I'm going intro, hook, verse, or I can go intro, verse, hook. But I'd rather go hook before verse. My hook, I do it in two parts. So my hook has the A part and the B part, so it just changes, right? So here for my hook, I'm thinking I'm still gonna keep that melody from the intro, and I'm gonna add another melody maybe. Yeah, now I'm gonna bring the drums in, but not all the drums, just a few. Maybe with the kick, I think it would be great. Let me see if I add like hi-hat or something. Okay, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna keep the hi-hat for the second part of the hook, okay? So for now here, I'm just doing this. I'm taking off all those stuff I'm not keeping. So that'll be my first part of the hook. There we go. That's the first part of the hook. And then the second part of the hook will be with the hi-hat and more melodies, and also with the bass. So here, hi-hat, bass. I didn't add another melody yet, just to listen to see if like it is different. Actually makes sense. Now let me see if I can add a melody. Okay, I'm gonna take off that melody and add another one and see. That makes sense. I like this melody better. I'm just gonna reduce it a little bit, just a little. Cool. That will be the second part of the hook for me. I'm just gonna delete this part and delete this part. Boom. And I have my second part of the hook. And now I'm gonna come up with the verse. So the verse wanna be like, you want to apply the rules of less is more for the verse part. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take out all the extra melodies I added recently. So you go, and then I'm gonna take out these two, you go, and let's see how it goes. I don't want the bass because remember, you want to apply the rules of less is more here, so you don't want no basses, no stuff. Like it has to sound like a verse because it has to be empty so that whoever wants to sing or rap on your beat is ready to like go with bars back to back, 1 2 3 combo. You know what's up, man. So yeah, here we're doing what? You're listening. I feel like I should even take out this. That makes sense. Yeah, I like that. I like that like a verse. And sometimes what I do is if the main melody I'm using is kind of busy, it still sounds like crazy busy, what I do, I put a filter on top just to kind of like put it on underwater effect, kind of like a Drake effect, so that it gives space to the voice, you know. I'm just gonna try it here. It doesn't mean that I'm going to keep it. So I have a plugin called Underwater, but you don't technically have to use the same plugin. You can use any other plugin which can like give you a filter vibe. So what I'm doing is I'm just filtering. You get it? You get the idea, right? So I'm gonna keep it. I'm just gonna put an automation on it so that it comes on only. I'm gonna keep it just here. So you get what I mean? Like what I'm doing is that I'm actually practicing on the beat I'm making to make sure whoever is using my beat is going to be comfortable. So right now I'm gonna keep it there, and then I'm gonna make a switch on the second side, on second part of the verse. So what I'm gonna do here, I'm not gonna bring melodies. I'm just gonna take out the filter and bring the bass and add one more melody I didn't use in the intro, in the hook. Okay, so it's gonna be. So what will happen is this is my verse. And on the second part of the verse, the filter will go off and the melody gonna be introduced. I just feel like that melody is a little bit too high, like too strong. I'm just gonna reduce it a little bit, like just here. That makes more sense. Like the transition between parts, like the transition from parts to parts should be smooth, you know? Here. It's hard, I like it. Okay, I want to add another like one more bar, literally the same stuff, but this time with no mellow, just to introduce the hook. So it's gonna be like, and what I'm gonna do that I have a strong feeling I should bring back the underwater effect here, just to tweak it a little bit so that it changes. Right. From there it goes back to the hook. 1, 2, 3, hook. See how the transition is smooth? Super great. So now I didn't put like the FX yet. Now I'm gonna add the FX. Like I can add like drum rolls like boom, or I can play them myself and be like boom, or I can put the riser effect like that's so funny. So yeah, I can do all those stuff. That's really based on your taste. It's depending on what direction you're trying to give your beat, you know. So I already have my arrangement literally done. I like it like that. I like it like that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna put the effects. Okay, so let's just do that now. Okay, another thing I do is like I keep all my like whatever I use, all the element of my beat, I have the option to keep them on a notepad kind of sideways. It's like Studio won't give you that option. I don't know if every DAWs have that, but most likely what I can do is like I just create another timeline. Boom, I have a new timeline here. I can paste all my ideas here and then take it away. So if I ever need that timeline again, or some element from which I didn't use in my main timeline, if I still need them, I can go back to my draft and bring them back and just add them to the main timeline, you know. So that's a good stuff I like from Studio One. But at the time Studio One didn't have that, what I was doing is I was just keeping them on the side, and then if I need some stuff I can just go grab it and drop it there, you know. So the arrangement is super nice. I like the arrangement. I'm just gonna try to finish it now with some FX and stuff. So here I'm just gonna add my beat tag here. I actually have many beat tags. Like my beat tag is not just what you know. Usually I use this. I just use this.
It's GeniusVybz.
But I also have this.
Oh my god, these Genius boys are crazy.
I also have this.
Yo, we vibing.
Crazy, right? But most of the time I just use the last one. I like the last one. Shout out to Maggie Megs. Let's just use her nickname. Shout out to Maggie Megs for that tag. Thank you, Maggie Megs. So yeah, let's see here. do is for the tag, I try to put it on the last bar of the intro, because most of the time when I put it at the first bar of the intro, when people use that beat, like they don't most of the time play the beat from the beginning of the song, of the intro. Like they play it like halfway through. So most of the time my beat tag gets lost. That's why. So I tend to put it on the last one. So that's a good tip for you guys. And then I have my tag in. Now I'm just gonna add the FX and all those stuff. So here, let's go FX. So I'm just gonna go with up filter here. I'm gonna reduce the size too long, maybe halfway, and then put it here. And let's see. Yeah, too strong. I'm gonna reduce
It's
the level.
GeniusVybz.
Yeah, perfect. And another thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put another one here, but this one is a reverse one. And then let's see. Perfect. This FX up filter will come back at the end here. I'm just gonna use the same, and probably use this one here. And let's see. Okay, so here I'm just gonna take out the drums just to announce the verse. There we go. Then you know that the verse is coming and stuff. I'm gonna do that the same here for the hook. There we go. Perfect. So one more thing, I'm gonna add a crash here. There we go. So what I can do, if I want, I can add some reverb on the crash or the FX, like tweak them a little bit. But I already like the way they sound, so I'm not gonna touch them. What I can do more is like those the fills. I can add the fills instead of doing them myself. I can add them. Sometimes what I do is I can take a day and then just create a blank project and make my own fills and keep them somewhere. And whenever I use them, I need them in some beat, I can drag them back in. But right now I already have like I'm just gonna use fills I downloaded from Splice way back in the days. So let's see. I like this one. Those are tones. I'm just gonna drag this and probably put it here, just right before the second part of the hook. Let's see. So you get the idea. So I'm gonna grab another one, maybe. Yeah, I like this one too. I'm gonna put this one just here, just before the verse. Yeah, that sounds good. What I can do is like, see before, I can add a clap here, just like, so like a clap with a bunch of verb on it, just so that it cuts off the beat, kind of. The clap will be the stuff which cut the beat off. Let's grab this, just put it here, just right before the cut, and then add a verb on it. Okay, let's see. Yeah, like that. Just a little bit. The decay is too much. I'm gonna reduce it, the volume. Good. So right there I have my arrangement. Like that's my arrangement. So intro, hook, verse, and it comes back. So what I'm gonna do now is just copy and paste. And if I want to tweak a verse, like I want to make a different verse, when I copy and paste the second verse, I can tweak whatever I want to tweak in it. That's it. So here, copy and paste, boom, do the same, boom, and I'm gonna end my beat just around here. Actually, I'm gonna do another more because my beat is like 2 minutes now. I want it to be at least 3 minutes. So drag it back here and I'm gonna end it here. There we go. So my beat is going to be like around 3 minutes. There we go. So I'm gonna end my beat like there, just right there. So yeah. So you got the idea that. So that's the intro, and then
It's GeniusVybz.
I have a filter. I mean a riser. Hook. And after that, I have another riser and a thumb. Second part of the hook has the beat part B. And then here I have a cut and a clap. Verse. See? And that verse goes like riser, cymbal. And then I've done the same here. I had a clap, I mean a cut, but I didn't use a clap here between the end of the verse and the hook. So yeah, we can call it the rap. I hope you guys like what I just did. I show you how you can arrange your beat and how you can use effects and use like fills. You can use many fills or you can play them yourself. So it's super easy. Keep in your mind that you want to have like an intro part, a hook with 2 different parts, a verse with 2 different parts or multiple parts, depending on how inspired you are by when you were making your beat. And try to put some space and gap and stuff to announce the verses or to announce the hook and make it smooth. Like the transition has to be smooth. So if you like this video and you want me to make more content like this or different type of video, just let me know in the comment. Like, share, subscribe, put some comment, and see you on the next video. Peace out, home slice.